Hi, loves, and welcome back to Nightcaps with Sobie. So, tonight's episode is about change. Like in episode 1, we spoke about that one step. Change is such a beautiful thing. It helps us to grow, to evolve, to become the better version of ourselves. For us. So the world can experience the most highest, purest version of who we are. It's a beautiful thing when we change with love and in a positive way. And we start learning how to set boundaries, which is also a beautiful thing. It helps our peace, our stress levels go down. And for many of us, we don't know how to set boundaries. I was one of those people who didn't set boundaries, so I understand. It's not easy to set boundaries when you haven't been taught boundaries. But that's where change comes in. That's where growth comes in. And that's where the beauty of change comes in. I used to be a people pleaser, and I hate using that word. So I understand very much so how boundaries need to be a healthy part of change. For many years when I wanted to say no to something, I always said yes. And when I went to the event or when I went out and did what it was or hung out with certain people, in all reality, I was hurting myself. Because truly inside, I didn't want to go. And I learned why I was feeling uncomfortable, uneasy in those moments, or not satisfied with what I was doing. And it was because I had a boundary I broke. And I never was taught boundaries. So when I started to grow and change into who I am today, I learned that it's okay to say no. I learned it's okay to set boundaries within myself. Because in all honesty, we're the only ones who know our limits. We're the only ones who know what we truly want and don't want around us or feel like doing, and sometimes that is okay. We don't have to go to every party. We don't have to go to every thing. And that little one change ripples to so many other different things. A change of, I'm not going to engage in this conversation because it's not suiting me. It's not feeding my soul. It's not giving me what I need but chaos. So I'm going to take a step back from this conversation until the person that I'm having this conversation with can understand and value me, hear me, and see me for who I am. That's also a boundary and is also change in behavior for yourself and protecting your peace. A small chain of events creates such a much beautiful, bigger outcome later on. Because people always say, I'm so tired of this, or I'm so tired of that. Well, okay. Is it something can you control? Yes. Then make the change. Is it something you really can't control? No? Okay. Then change how you look at it. Change how you talk about it. Because that you can do. Like in my second episode when I said my name is Sobie, so be it. So be it. What's the worst that can happen? You change for the better. You become a better version of yourself. You become less stress-free, less anxiety, less worrisome. So what's the worst that happens when you change who you are? Honestly, the best thing ever. To be free from your own worst talk, your own worst nightmare. That's the truth. Because becoming the better version of yourself and changing, evolving, and growing, it's a beautiful thing. Butterflies do it. They come in as an ugly little caterpillar. But when they go into that cocoon and they come out, those beautiful wings, so happy, so free to fly, soar through the skies. And some are more beautiful than the others, but overall it's the same thing. Beauty, transformation, a life in which you were once stuck at, a small caterpillar, slow, fuzzy, cute maybe, but rough around the edges. But now you're this beautiful butterfly who radiates color to the world, where people stop and stare and say, wow, oh, look how beautiful that butterfly is. All because you changed and became the better version of yourself, who you were truly meant to be, not that people pleaser, not that Debbie Downer that no one wants to talk to, or the one that walks around with the dark cloud over their head. But just because we were those people doesn't mean we can't change who we are. Doesn't mean we can't become that beautiful butterfly because of our life experiences, our life choices. That doesn't define us. How people talk about us doesn't define us. It's how we talk to ourselves, how we nurture ourselves, how we love ourselves, how we pour into ourselves. That change is beautiful. That change is radiant. When you shine your light and people can see that beautiful glow inside of you, And no one's perfect. Change and healing isn't perfect. It's messy. It's raw. But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful thing when you can sit with yourself and say, I changed. And it's beautiful. I feel good about myself. And I don't care what people have to say. Sometimes in change, we lose things that we thought we needed. But in reality, they just don't vibe with us anymore because they're not on the same frequency as we are. And sometimes with that change, it ripples, like I said in episode 1, how it ripples out. And you start seeing those real people again and their change. And they'll talk about the same things that are happening to you is happening to them, and their change and their growth and their awakening. And you have your community. In that moment, you realize how much that little ripple effect had on the world around you. And once you go deeper and bigger and harder and stronger into your healing journey, in whatever that looks like, because for each and every one of us is different what we need to change within ourselves. But once we see that, feel that, the world around us changes and shifts for the better, for the higher frequency that we're on. Our music changes. We don't listen to that old stuff that doesn't feed our soul anymore. We want higher vibrational music because guess what? Music holds power, energy, frequency. There's music that keeps us low vibrational feelings. People always used to say, oh, it's funny how this song came on right at the right moment. I wonder why. Nothing's ever coincidence. But that goes hand in hand with low vibrational music, with low vibrational energy, with low vibrational people around us. We attract who we are in that moment. So once our vibration becomes stronger and higher, the tone of music we listen to, the foods we eat, the things we put in our body, the people we hang around with, the people we talk to, it all changes. But it changes for the better. You change for the better. So the people around you change for the better. Or you feel they're no longer on your vibrational frequency and you don't want them around anymore. So you remove yourself from those toxic friendships, those toxic relationships. And guess what? That's okay. Because when one door closes, another one opens up, and it's always something more beautiful. Someone once told me that when you lose something good, because in that moment it was good for you, it did feel good for you in that moment of your vibration, something better always comes to replace it. And I've always kept that lesson in my head. Those weren't the exact same words they used. Those are my words that I have changed and enhanced. But it's the same concept. I've learned in life when you accept who you are for what you are, what you look like, you start loving yourself fully. Happiness is within you. Your joy is within you. And it all starts with changing how you perceive yourself. That small act of change. And how you talk yourself in the morning. How your nighttime routine changes. Or you create one. I did that. I no longer hold the TV in my room. At night, I rather listen to my meditation music before bed. No screen time at all. I do my night caps before bed. So that way I can give myself the wind down that I need without the interruptions of the outside world. And I can sit with myself in that moment and breathe and just sit with my thoughts quietly, gently, talking to God, my spirit, my soul, and being so grateful for all the lessons they taught me, all the growth that I'm doing, all of the change that I'm creating for the better. Whether the people around me want to be a part of that change or not, it's my journey, and that's okay. But I'm forever evolving, forever healing, forever working on myself. For me. And you should do the same because you deserve that. You deserve to be that beautiful butterfly who has so much freedom. It flies, it soars, it spreads its wings and shares with others. And it's such a beautiful thing. Change is always scary. I get that. Change is also hard. I get that too. But change is also beautiful, liberating, free, magical. And it all starts with one small step in the right direction. And change has many steps. Many. From decluttering your house to cleaning out your car, maybe even your garage. Maybe that desk at your job. Or the catch-all drawer in your kitchen. That one little step of decluttering your space is an act of change. Decluttering out those cabinets where you're storing all of those collectible cups you have. decluttering your pantry and organizing the food that you eat. Cleaning out your refrigerator and organizing all that you eat. Your meal preps. All of that is a step in change. From not watching TV or being on social media before bed, and journaling, meditating, or just sitting in silence outside with your cup of tea, stargazing like I love to do. It's all an act of change. That one step leads to many. Those small steps lead to bigger ones. I've been forever changing since 2014. That's when I realized I have been working on myself to be where I am today. Many little different steps along the way, and I didn't realize it till yesterday when I was going back through pictures of when it all started from my second episode. Change is a beautiful thing. And I'm not the same person I was in 2014. Shoot, I'm not the same person 3 hours ago. Because I love to continue to grow and change and be a better version of who I am. For me. And those around me who love me and care about me and support me will reap the rewards of the new me. Because only the real ones stay after you change. And then the new found people will surround you in that change version of you. Because we attract people that are on the same frequency as we are. There's that other saying that says, misery loves company. Like I said, it's all energy that we put out, we get back. And it's always the question of, what is this teaching me in this moment? This too shall pass. This is temporary for what's to come. Those are some words I leave with you. Just know that we all are going through something and we all want to change something. So why not move in that flow? Why not make that step forward and make that change happen that you've been wanting to do for so long? And you sit with yourself and say, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how and where to start. It all starts with that one step forward. That wanting to change. And then putting it to movement. Clean out that drawer you've been wanting to clean out. Clean out the trunk of your car like you've been wanting to. How about that pantry of yours is sitting there decluttered. Make it pretty again. Make it more functional. How about underneath your kitchen sink that's got all that stuff in there you can't find or can't seem to locate? Or the all trash dump all drawer that sits either in your kitchen or a drawer inside your bedroom. Go clean that out and declutter it. Start with that one little step. That one little filing cabinet that you've been dreading to go through and declutter. Or that closet where you just throw all your clothes in. Go clean that out. Go get rid of those outfits that you've been holding on to that you haven't worn for years. Go get rid of that. Declutter that. Or those shoes you never wore but you still hold on to just in case. Give them to someone. Because the maybe I'll wear this or the maybe I'll do this is what holds us back. It's what keeps us trapped. Maybe I'll reorganize that pantry. Not today, though. Oh, I gotta clean out that garage. But not today. I really would like to organize this drawer. Not today. Why not today? Why not right now? You gotta give your time to yourself. That's how change happens. That's how healing happens. When we allow the flow, when we allow that energy to come through to help us change. That one movement, that one desire that we've been holding off on out of fear, out of the maybe, instead of stepping into the flow, is where we hurt ourselves and change doesn't happen. So give yourself some grace and make those small steps. Believe in yourself to do those things. Those small little acts of change will ripple to the bigger thing that you're waiting for. Thank you for joining me tonight, guys, on my 3rd episode. If any of this resonated with you, or anyone you might know, like it, subscribe, share, because we all need that little change in our lives. And even we know someone who needs that little change and little boost in life, because everyone's going through something. And we're not alone. We have each other. It's better to heal with someone than alone. So take this affirmation with you. Take a deep breath with me before we end tonight. I am worthy of change. I am worthy of becoming my true self. I am worthy of joy and happiness within myself. I am worthy of the freedom that change brings into my life. Good night, loves. Until next time, have a good night.